Hey there and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a huge haul for you guys. This is actually from FRAGRANCENET and I'm really excited because there are definitely stories with all 5 of these fragrances. We're gonna get into the nitty-gritty. They are all blind buys, they are all first impressions, all that good stuff. So if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the entire collection of the many hauls that I've done. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for some more behind the scenes stuff. So we're gonna get into it. There's 5 fragrances, but only 2 houses. So we're gonna do the first house first, which is a house that I adore. I have 3, I believe, 4 of her fragrances already, and I cannot get enough. And that is Jil Sander. I just love her fragrances and I wish they were easier to find. I wish they were easier to get, but when you do find them, they tend to be pretty affordable. And so I picked up 2 more and I'm so excited to get into them. All of these are very summery, which is not the vibe right now, obviously, but I just could not wait to get my hands on them, and you guys will see why. I thought they were just too good of deals to pass up. So we're gonna start with Sun Delight, which has passion fruit, bergamot, mignonette, vanilla, frangipani, dark chocolate, vanilla, orchid, musk, cedar, and woodsy notes. And all of them are, all the fragrances I have are actually just testers, so they're just gonna have generic boxes. I won't even bother showing those off, but they all have caps. So I love if I can get a tester because I don't keep my boxes. I think I kept like a very small fraction of them throughout the years, and the only really nice like leathery ones that I want to keep for now. But in general, I throw them all away. So I love a tester, especially if I can get the cap on it, which 99% of the time I do. I think I only have like 1 tester that doesn't have the cap. So this is what it looks like. It is a 100 ml Sun Delight. I have the original Jil Sander Sun, which I love, and I have Sun Men as well. And it's nice as well, I do like it, but Sun is like a must-have for me now in the summertime. So I'm excited to get this one, this flanker, and it's supposed to be, from what I can tell, a lot more fruity and possibly gourmand. I was thrown by that dark chocolate note because it didn't even really seem to be the same as, or the same vibe as the others, but we will see. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna spray some more because I feel like it is a little bit lighter. It is Eau de Toilette. Okay, the chocolate in here, which I think is what is reminding me of the like, I think there's like a cocoa powder or a chocolate note in Madonna Truth or Dare Naked, which I love, and to me it kind of smells like a powder chocolate grapiness. And I know that's random, but I swear for a moment there, this kind of reminded me of a note in there. I do get kind of that vibe of just like powder chocolate grapiness though. And maybe that's just to my nose, but if you know what I mean, because I know there's some of you who understood what I meant with the Truth or Dare Naked by Madonna, this has a touch of that in it as well. It's lighter, and I think it's more fruity. Like I feel like I get juicy, orange red kind of smelling fruits. And the florals, and I guess the florals mixed in with, like the beachy florals mixed in with the dark chocolate is giving me that slight grapiness, which I love. Yeah, I really like it. I am interested to see what the lasting power is on this, because that is one thing that is very hit or miss with Jil Sander. I found, I feel like Sun and Sun Men are very long lasting. And then Simply Poudre and Simply Elixir are not as much. And this, based on the scent, I obviously don't know, I'll come back, but based on the scent alone, it is pretty light. already, so I hope it lasts, but I don't think it's gonna have the same lasting power that the original scent has, but I do like it. That's very, very nice, and it has a touch of that Madonna to it, but it's more juicy, I find, and a little bit more fruity as well. Okay, so the second one is again also by Jil Sander, and this is Sun Bath, and this is supposed to be more aquatic and watery. So it's got water notes, cologne, pink pepper, freesia, ylang ylang, orange blossom, rose, musk, tonka, and vanilla. Look wise, it looks quite similar, just obviously a different color, and it's pretty much always like the same font that Jil Sander uses. And I do like it. It's very classic, clean. I feel like it's a German house, and it really evokes that type of scent. Ooh, okay. Definitely an aquatic fragrance. I have not had like an aquatic fragrance in a minute, a new one, so it's taking me back to my like preteen years, because I feel like aquatic fragrances were super in, obviously in the 90s, but also in like the early 2000s, that was still the vibe, or at least I was still into them then. And then I hadn't had them in a very, very long time. I just have a couple here or there, like MAC Aquatic, that I rebought because I do actually enjoy this one, but this kind of aquatic fragrance I haven't had in a while. And it really does smell nostalgic of that time, not dated, but definitely of that time where it was clean, kind of, this is a woman's fragrance, but this I feel like is more unisex. It could be unisex, I'll put it that way. It's floral, but in a very clean, watery, fresh way. I feel like this would be a really interesting one to wear when you go swimming, because I do wear fragrance when I go swimming, and sometimes there are some that really smell great when you're swimming and just like in water at a pool or beach or something. I find that some fragrances project really well, and I actually love it. And I wonder how this one would do, and I feel like it would do great. It's not very, it's not incredibly beachy or like sunscreeny at all. It smells like summer because it smells very aquatic and fresh and clean and very watery. It does not smell murky, however. I don't like when watery or aquatic fragrances smell murky, oftentimes with lotus, but not always. It could be other notes, and this, at least in first impressions, is not making me smell that like murky, weird muskiness that can come out of those kinds of fragrances. I don't smell it now. I do like it, but it is a little bit of a less safe blind buy, because I feel like aquatic fragrances have really had their time to shine and they're not in vogue anymore, and you'd have to be open to kind of exploring that type of fragrance again. All right, so now we're gonna get to the final three, and the final three are all by the same house and they're all in the same range. And you guys are not gonna believe when I say that I've really wanted these for years now, but it's from DKNY. And I know if you guys have been watching me, I never have good luck with DKNY. The first fragrance that I've actually liked from them has been Nectar Love, and that's been relatively recently. But this has been a range that bottle-wise and video-wise just captured my attention, and for whatever reason, it stayed with me. And it's a channel that does only Spanish videos, so you'd have to be fluent. I believe her name's Isa Ramirez, but she did a video on this ages ago now. I don't even remember when, and only of one of them, but she was talking about the full range. I can't explain why this like imprinted in my mind, but I looked up this entire range. I thought about it at least every couple of months, and I could never find them anywhere, and they really weren't readily available. I don't think it was like a super big launch anyways, and I just always had it on my mind, and I thought I probably wouldn't find it, and I found all three of them testers on FRAGRANCENET. So I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I can't really believe that I got these because they don't seem like note-wise they'd be anything spectacular. They seem just pretty like beachy, fruity fragrances, which aren't even usually my jam at all, but I can't explain it. I really can't explain why I really wanted these. The colors just spoke to me. So we're gonna go through them one by one, and this is the pool party range that DKNY did. So they come in these kind of like apple shapes that DKNY had. Like I have Red Delicious and I hate that fragrance and I'm still not even done it, but these just spoke to me. The only difference is the lids lift up. So you don't like press down the way you did with other ones. So this one is called Lime Mojito, and it has bergamot, citron, mandarin, honeysuckle, musk, and white sun touched wood. So we are gonna try them all one by one. We'll try the first one on my palm here. And just go with the flow. They weren't expensive or anything, but it's like months, if not years in the making that I've wanted these. So, ooh, okay. Immediately off the bat, I do like it. I'm gonna spray a little bit more chronic oversprayer over here. Immediately, I really do like it. It does smell super fresh, like limeade smelling, and kind of like a lime mojito, except not minty the way a mojito is. It really does smell like limeade mixed drink with vodka or something. And some citruses, so some slightly sweeter citrus, but mainly it's quite tart. Very fresh, incredible, I would imagine, for cutting through heat because it's staying very sour and tart and quite delicious actually. It does really smell like a mixed drink. I don't really get any of that woody muskiness, maybe as it starts to dry down, but right now in the opening, obviously, it is very much like a limeade mixed drink. Very summery, incredible probably for heat. And yeah, all of these, the three that I'm gonna show you are all eau de toilette. So, and I'm not sure how many mils, 50 mils. So yeah, okay, I do like that. It's better than I expected, honestly. I was expecting maybe that it would be a little bit sweeter and smell a tad more young. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't smell mature, but I thought it was gonna smell a little bit more generic and body splash-like, and I really do like it. So this is the second one, and this one is Mai Tai, and they're all just named after drinks. And this one has sweet orange oil, pink pepper, peach, flowery bouquet, and amber. Beautiful color again. These colors I just love, obviously, because I was drawn in to getting them just for their bottles. Slightly hard to get back on. So beautiful pink color. Oh my God. Okay. This smells like early 2000s makeup. Like not a makeup-y smell, but like early 2000s lip glosses and like berry, fruity, yeah, like fruity floral lip glosses, and just even like perfume at that time. It smells very young. It smells younger than the lime mojito, which right now is getting a little more woody, and I think I love it. This is very young. It really does smell pink and fruity and juicy and a lot more sweet. This has citrus in it as well. I feel like it's more of like a sweet orange, whereas this was a lot more tart with its citrus. And we'll see how it kind of develops, but this is supposed to have more of like a flowery, ambery base, and this limeade is already getting musky, woody, and we'll put them in order, but this is starting to smell amazing. Yeah, this is more nostalgic for me because I feel like it smells like the early 2000s, and I love that. Oh my God, this is working out so much better than I thought. So the last one is Bay Breeze, and this one color-wise is my favorite because I love these kinds of blue-green colors. And this has tangerine, bergamot, juniper, apricots, sandalwood, vanilla, and raspberry. We will see, because the other two worked out well, so we'll see if we have a triple winner here on our hands. But Oh, okay. This one, I do need to spray some more to really get a feel for it. It might be that classic thing where I think I'm gonna like it the best and I like it the least, but we'll see. Okay. Right off the bat, I feel I do like it the least. It has more of that alcohol-y opening right now. And the citrusiness in this is less interesting than the lime one and slightly green. Maybe it's the juniper, but I don't get any apricot, sandalwood, vanilla, raspberry. I feel like I get very, very tart citrus with some green in there, some like slightly green notes. I want to see if it starts to develop because the lime one did, so we'll come back to it, but yeah, in the second impressions, I definitely have to do wear tests on this one because I feel like it could develop, but as for now, I'd have to say it is pretty tart and green and less, it smells like the least like a mixed drink than the other two. It's the least sweet out of all of them, and I'm really not getting any of the other notes. I feel like it's bergamot, some lemon maybe, and juniper. Yeah, that's all I'm really getting. Okay, so that was a big haul. We will have to put them in order and see best to worst or worst to least which ones I chose. All right, so I'm gonna put them in order from worst to best. And I will just have to say, in all honesty, I do like all of them. They're all gonna be ones that I definitely wear. I don't feel like I'm gonna struggle wearing any of them, but there are definitely likes and there are loves. So we're gonna start with the one in last place that I just like, and that is Bay Breeze. I'm gonna give it another shot. It's definitely gonna change because I just felt it like the other two did, and even now it's starting to settle a little bit more. This isn't one that's gonna stay linear, but upon first impressions, at least the opening, this was the one that spoke to me the least. Then in fourth place, I would put Sun Bath. It's very aquatic and I find it nostalgic and I like it, but the only thing that keeps it so down on the list is I'm least likely to wear these kinds of fragrances. Just climate wise, there's very few months out of the year where I'd be drawn to something like this. And it's not appealing enough to me that I would reach for it out of season. I definitely wear things out of season. I wear things whatever I want, whenever I want, but it has to be a gem for me to pull for it out of season. And for me right now, that's just kind of in the like category. Then in third and second were kind of interchangeable, I would say, but I will put Mai Tai in third because again, it's a little bit young. I really like it and I was wanting these so much that it's appealing to me, but I would say, you know, wear what you like, wear what you want, but age-wise, this would be a lot better for a gift, someone kind of like 20 and younger, I would say, unless you're looking for something a little bit more nostalgic of like the early 2000s, and I really do like it and I miss that era so much. In second place, I would put Sun Delight. I love this. I can already see this is going to be one of my favorites from Jil Sander. It's going to make its way into the loves very quickly. So that was a huge love for me. I like the way it reminds me of Madonna a little bit, but it's more fruity. And in first place, very surprisingly, is Lime Mojito. I love it as it's settled. It's even got that like musky, slightly like beachy woodiness, but the lime is still there. It smells like a entire getaway experience in one. I love this. I cannot wait to wear it. This is going to be the first one I do wear tests of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you've actually tried one of these fragrances or if you'd be open to trying them now. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.